Go in there. And
You have small hands, and Grandad had small hands, and he was a big man.
do I have small hands?
Well, you do. Like, sometimes you see these very big hands. He had lovely hands. I've said they're lovely hands.
Thank you.
Sometimes you see big, I call them farmers' hands, I suppose. But the Auburn Lodge started in 1964 when we were married, and we were discussing the beehive and improving business again and more things like that. I said to my husband, to Jack, one day, I said, wouldn't it be nice to build a small hotel out the country if we could manage to do it? But I said, we have to get the site first. And we found one out on the Galway Road. And again, we decided if we could just start small, which we did, with about 8 bedrooms and the bar and the restaurant. And I said, I'm going to run this in top-class fashion now and give really good top-class food, and it won't be long taking off the ground. And that's exactly what happened. I did that straight away. It was going very, very well. And we did extensions within a few years. I think 43 rooms or 46 rooms when we left it. So we were there for 21 years, and we had a great business built up there. What I'd miss really of it was meeting different nationalities now, which we got a good lot of. And generally the customers are all very nice, and New Year's Eve dinner dances and that kind of thing. I miss those and think about them, and they were most enjoyable. And again, hard work, but it was worth it all. I woke up one morning, I was age 31, and my hands were absolutely stiff and swollen, and I had difficulty getting out of the bed. So I really didn't know what was wrong, and we got our GP, and he came and had a look, and he wasn't too sure, but he said that he'd make an appointment and send me to Dublin to have it investigated. And I went to Vincent's Hospital in Dublin, and they held me there for 6 weeks. But they just sent me home after the 6 weeks and just said I'd have to live with it, that they had no cure at the moment for it. There was no cure anywhere. Unlike now, they have all sorts of things. At that stage, they couldn't put in replacements or weren't doing it. So that's why my hands are as they are. And my walk has now deteriorated and so on. But however, then I came home and I said, well, I've got to try and master this myself. And I just got some steroid injections. I used to go to a doctor in Cork about every 8 weeks, and he'd give me a couple of injections, and they kept me going. And of course, my greatest weapon was determination and to keep on working.
Because it must have been frustrating. I imagine there were a lot of emotions for a woman who worked as much as you did.
It was very frustrating, but the fact that I had to work, I knew that I must do it. It overruled my frustration at times, because I just forgot that. I even forgot sometimes that I had it, and I do things that I shouldn't do. But it was really, I suppose, determination and knowing that I hadn't extra people around the house to do it for me. I couldn't afford to be paying anybody extra to let me sit down at that time. I had a small baby to take care of, even though my husband Jack was very good with my son. At that time was a baby. He was only 11 months old, I think, or no, he was a bit more, maybe 15 months old. Now it's totally different. I mean, there is cures for it, but then for many years, it's only in latter years now that they've started doing replacements and stuff like that, which I've had now, knee replacements. And both knees replaced. I've had fingers replaced. I have one shoulder done, an elbow done twice, and all my fingers done and all my toes done.
And how do you feel your life would be different now without the arthritis?
Well, at my age now, it would be different because I would still like to play a little bit of golf. That might seem strange now at my 87, going at 88 years, but I would be able, if I didn't have this, I know I would. I loved it very much, and I would like to be doing my garden and little good things, little things in the house now that I can't do. Maybe polishing around and cleaning things and so on. I still do a little bit of it, but I miss a lot of things like that I would like still to do. I enjoy being on my own. I enjoy the peace and the quiet, and living in the countryside, of course, is a great advantage. I can see the lovely change in the trees. We have lots of trees around with lovely different coloured leaves and everything, and I enjoy all that. And I enjoy feeding my little birds, and when I look at the little robins and everything coming along, it's a great joy. And I watch a bit of television during the day, not during the day, at night time, but would watch maybe a documentary too or something like that, or good film. True stories I like, I don't like that. And generally, I really enjoy my life. I can't say I don't, and it doesn't bother me. I feel sorry for the people that it does bother, and there are lots of people who might be lonely, and I would hate to see them lonely.
What advice would you have for someone like me or someone my age for life?
Oh boy. If you're doing a job, the old saying, if it's worth doing well. Work hard. I don't think anything comes easy now anymore. I think that you have to be up there and strive hard for what you want, and when you get it, hold on to it and work at it.
Okay.